Hello, and welcome to the School of Energy Resources at the University of Wyoming. My name is Cami Donai. I am the manager of academic advising. My contact information is here on the slide. Our handle at UW Energy Resources is for Facebook and Instagram. Like and follow us today for a chance to win prizes. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Energy Resource Management and Development Bachelor of Science here at the University of Wyoming. As part of that Bachelor of Science, we offer two concentrations. One is Energy and Environmental Systems, and one is Professional Land Management. We are also today going to talk about our Energy Resource Management minor. And then we're also going to cover the cost of attending the University of Wyoming School of Energy Resources, and then you'll have a chance to ask me questions by emailing them to me. So the School of Energy Resources is extremely unique compared to other institutions, other colleges and schools at the University of Wyoming. And the reason for that is that in 2006, our School of Energy Resources was actually created by a Wyoming state statute from the Wyoming legislature. So we were created to enhance the energy-related education, research, and outreach, not only for the state of Wyoming, but for the United States as a whole, and in some cases, even international, to be an international leader in research. If you didn't already know, Wyoming is the third largest energy producing state in the United States. Our program is going to cover renewables and fossil fuels as resources for energy. And I just want you to keep in mind that the world always needs more future energy leaders, which is what our program produces. So much so that I want you to see here, in the last 3 years in a row, we've had 100% job placement for all of our graduates. So I will point out that this either is they got a graduate of our program either got a job within 6 months of graduating or entered a graduate program. So if they're getting a master's degree or their Juris Doctorate, aka law school, those also happened within 6 months of graduation. So for the last 3 years, in 2018, 2019, and 2020, we've had 100% placement. Our degree is highly interdisciplinary. You end up taking quite a breadth of courses, which is why this can be such a good launching pad to entering the career force. Our energy and environmental systems concentration starting salary is around $61,500, and our professional land management starting salary is around $68,000. So for a bachelor's degree, you get pretty good bang for your buck. We actually do boast the 5th highest starting salary of all majors at the University of Wyoming. The only 4 majors that are higher than us in terms of income after graduation are 4 different engineering programs. So what does that mean for our concentrations? Our first one is called Energy and Environmental Systems. And so this is really to establish that balance between energy production and the natural resources. This is to assist with testing air, water, soil, to make sure that there are no impacts to the environment happening because of an existing energy project. At the conclusion of an energy project, if they're capping an oil well, they're closing down a coal mine, our graduates from this concentration also go in and do all the reclamation. So they'll plant anything that was indigenous to that area, sagebrush, trees, grass, whatever that would be. They'll restore that to the environment that it was prior to the energy project. Our other concentration, professional land management, these are folks that are researching who owns the different rights on a piece of land. So an energy company is interested in starting a new project. They know where a certain deposit of something is that they want to utilize it for that project. The landman will find out who owns the rights to whatever that is, whether it's mineral rights, water rights, coal rights, oil rights. They'll find out who owns that, and then the professional landman will actually work with the owner of that particular resource and the energy company who wants to use that resource and negotiate a contract for these two parties. They also will deal with royalties and payouts for the foreseeable future of those projects. I want to point out that the word landman is actually a combination of the words land and management. So this has nothing to do with gender, whether you're male or female, that doesn't matter. That landman is just a combination of those two words together. We also boast to be one of 10 schools that have a specialized accreditation for this program. So there are very few students who are graduating with this degree in the United States. That's what makes it so marketable too, in order to get a job. We also have the Energy Resource Management minor. This is new to the University of Wyoming in fall of 2021. You only need to take 12 credits. So this is a minor that you'd be able to add on if you decide to major in something outside of the School of Energy Resources. So if you are an engineering major, business, criminal justice, environment and natural resources, you're able to add this as a minor. The great thing about that is most of those bachelors are going to require some elective credits. So as long as you elect to take something from our very long list of 27 classes, you're able to kind of double dip and complete this minor as well as complete the electives for your Bachelor's of Science or Arts. The cost, so the first three here are things that the University of Wyoming Admissions Office can talk to you about more in depth. We have the Brown and Gold commitment, which is what this grid is on the screen. They just look at your ACT, SAT score, and your GPA and determine what your tuition discount is going to be based off of those. We also offer the Western Undergraduate Exchange. So if you're from a Western state in the United States, you'll likely fall under this agreement. It stands for the Western Undergraduate Exchange, and that's just basically a middle of the road cost between in-state tuition and out-of-state tuition. You kind of get that discount. If you happen to be the child of an alumni from the University of Wyoming, you do also get a significantly reduced rate. Now, those are things that admissions is going to give you as a student. The School of Energy Resources, or SER, we also have our own scholarships. We have about 10 different scholarships. Just to name a couple, we have one for scholars. So if you have a high enough GPA, we have some for transfer students. We have some for first-time freshmen, women and minorities. So there's quite a few scholarships within SER, and you can qualify for multiples of those scholarships. And then we also offer an SER textbook program. So what that means is every fall, spring, and even if you take summer classes, we will cover the cost of your textbook. So I had a student for fall of 2021 whose textbook cost ended up being close to $2,000. So that can certainly add up over the 4 years that you're at the University of Wyoming. So in this presentation today, we've talked about our Bachelor's of Science, the Energy Resource Management and Development degree. We've talked about our two concentrations, Energy and Environmental Systems and Professional Land Management. We talked about the new minor, Energy Resource Management. We covered the cost it takes to attend the University of Wyoming. And now is the time that if you have any questions after watching this presentation, please email me. I want you to remember that you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram to win prizes. So follow us at UW Energy Resources today. And my contact information is here again. Please reach out with any questions that you may have. We would love to see you plan your future in energy today.